Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And this is Hullet. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Van Dijk cuts it out. Serginho. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
Oh, what has happened here? Hullet. Now it's Pelé. In with the challenge. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Yamal. Oh, it's played into the... He gets big! No, couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Van Basten. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Now it's Pelé.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. So we're still where we started right now. Turns back here, probably the best option. Maldini. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Makelele. And it's Palmer. Quality ball. So much time and space here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Vieira. Now it's Van Basten. Well, played right into his path. That's a decent clearance. And that's been won straight back. Palmer conjures time and space where few can. Looking for a runner. Oh, delightful ball. Great, and Hullet! Loose, it's full. Really well taken goal. Oh, I think it's been called offside. Yes, it has.
His delight very short-lived. The referee's assistant did have his flag up. It might have been close, but it was correct.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Kaka. And it's Vieira. And here's Van Basten. Not the most accurate pass. 15 minutes till half-time. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well read, nice interception. Nice, ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Maldini. And here's Van Basten. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Serginho showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. Chance for a shot! And he's done it! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Kaká. Great vision. Nice interception, well timed. And he's heaved it away. And it's Vieira. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Danger averted for now. Oh, good spread. Pedri. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Well, nicely intercepted. Pass somewhat off target. Van Basten. He's on it. Can he get away? Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Davids, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Van Basten. He was under real pressure there, and he's been shifted off it. That's good running with the ball. Can he get on the end of this? Vieira. Serginho. And that's another good win of the ball. Palmer. Maldini. And Serginho. Kaká. Serginho.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Still just a single goal between the sides. He's in a great position here. And it's Serginho. Oh, it's Van Basten. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Pinches it off him. Bullet being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow the...
And the finish! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 25, numero 6, numero 21.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Il numero 13.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Pelé. Rijkaard. And it's Serginho. Manchester United finding their passes. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Neymar. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Mbappe. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Maldini. Ball played for Rijkaard. More and more pressure on the ball here. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Makaleli. Pele, and he's in on goal. He's picked his way through. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? It's a searching pass. Nedved looking to get on the end of this. Another chance from a corner. And we have our very first corner. Van Dijk with the clearance. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And it's Nedved. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. It's a promising position. Vieira cuts out the pass.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Played into space out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Climbs up big! That's an excellent interception. That's going to go a long way.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Pele, chance surely! Now who's had another try? An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Maldini. Rijkaard. And he was quick to react. Davids. Makaleli. And the counter is on. That's beautifully weighted. Cech gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Vieira. And time is up. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. There's the shot! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to...
Oh, they could be caught out here. Rijkaard. Lahm. Looking to play him in. Not the most convincing of passes. Palmer. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Van Basten. Palmer. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Maldini. And it's Ronaldinho. And it's Maldini. He's picked his way through. He's having a shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Rummenigge.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Ronaldo is eyeing up his options in the middle. And it's hoisted clear. Van Basten. Ronaldinho providing an outlet on that flank. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And they're back on the ball again. Ronaldinho.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Kaká threads one in, and that could set him on his way. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Oh, that's fabulous. That's an excellent interception. Van Basten. Ronaldinho. Crunching tackle. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And that pass just didn't quite work. Van Dijk. Lahm. Vieira. And this is Van Basten. Yamal. Now that's a lovely exchange. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Rijkaard. Kaká. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That'll be a throw-in. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Vieira. And it's Pedri. Showing great feet there. Oh, sweet feet. Kaká. Lahm. That's an imaginative pass. He is through here. Kaká. Rummenigge. And that interception was most necessary. And it's Ronaldinho. Change of plan here, perhaps. And the half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter, be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Leading 1-0 at the break. Here we go again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Vieira. Van Dijk. A player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Kaká. Lahm. And they're on him in a flash. Makelele proves too strong, too smart. Tries to pass it through, and he plays one through. Palmer! This time, surely! He scores! And this is getting better and better. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldinho.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Vieira. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And it's Van Dijk. Rijkaard. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Tries to play it through. And he welcomes it in. Great skill, that's nice. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Takes on his marker. Ronaldinho was in no mood for any of that. Oh, he's burst through. Van Basten. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. No way through. Maldini. Lahm. Vieira. Kaká. Now, can they get him away?
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Now it's Pedri. He has found the way through. Oh, it's come to nothing. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Ronaldinho, and this is Van Basten.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Not the most accurate pass. Great ball if he can get there. Cristiano Ronaldo just eases him off the ball. Looking for options for movement. And it's Makalele. Well, that is one way to stop him. Rijkaard. Kaka. He's got away, and he was quick to react. Kaka. Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Yeah, he's fouled him there. He'll fancy himself from here. Looking here to alter the direction of the game. Mbappe! That was travelling. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Makalele. Lahm makes the interception. Rijkaard. And it's Vieira.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Neatly clipped into space. And they win it back again. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Van Basten. Pedri.
Un minuto di recupero.
Great vision. Oh, super find. Oh, that's nice. And he's there to retrieve it. Swings it across. Great chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up, but... And that is as far as it goes. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Cristiano Ronaldo voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.